Welcome to the Urban Herald. As part of the team here, we're really excited today. We're taking a deep dive into a show that has just absolutely captivated audiences and critics.
Oh, definitely.
Christopher Store's Emmy-sweeping series, The Bear.
Yeah.
21 Primetime Emmy wins, 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's clearly struck a chord.
It absolutely has.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's so much more than just, a kitchen drama. It feels like a masterclass in modern television. It really gets under your skin.
Yeah.
From that incredibly surreal opening scene, remember that? To those blistering single-take episodes.
Mm-hmm.
It's become compulsive viewing because, in a way, it serves trauma raw.
Raw is a good word.
Immediate, intense, and, well, uncannily familiar for a lot of people, I think.
That's a powerful way to put it. So what are some of those profound questions you feel the show is really grappling with, especially around like how grief feels or maybe how perfectionism can turn self-destructive?
Yeah, or even get a really dysfunctional family find some kind of healing through, well, through butter, beef, and belief, as the outlet puts it.
Exactly. Okay, so at its core, The Bear has a pretty straightforward setup, right? Award-winning chef Carmy leaves the whole Michelin-starred kitchen world, comes back home to save his late brother's debt-choked sandwich shop.
Pretty standard on the surface.
But it becomes clear really fast that food is just the stage, the crucible for something much, much bigger.
That's what's so fascinating, how the show uses that relentless, high-pressure restaurant environment to explore these incredibly complex human experiences. Food becomes this lens.
A lens for what, specifically?
Well, first there's the grief.
Yeah.
The raw, kind of throttled grief that just consumes Carmy's life, his relationships,
Right.
his brother Michael's suicide. It's not just a plot point. It's like the show's invisible made today.
Yeah.
Seating every character next to their own private sorrow.
That's vivid. You see Carmy dissociating mid-service.
Totally. And Richie picking fights instead of actually mourning.
Yay.
And Sugar, the sister, micromanaging the renovations just to, avoid her own tears.
Yeah.
The show suggests grief isn't this neat, linear thing. It lives in the mise en place.
For preparation.
Exactly. That meticulous prep before cooking. Grief is just there, laid out, part of the daily grind.
Okay, so grief is number one. What else?
Secondly, intergenerational trauma, how it just ricochets around this claustrophobic Italian-American household.
I heard the fishes episode.
Yes, the Christmas flashback. Jamie Lee Curtis as Donna. Wow. She basically weaponizes lasagna and wine until the whole family just buckles under decades of unspoken stuff, resentment, pain.
It's a masterpiece of tension.
Truly a tour de force. And thirdly, it's a really gritty, realistic look at working-class economics. You see the razor-thin margins in restaurants, the predatory lenders, the whole, hustle-pays-off gig economy delusion.
It shatters that romantic follow-your-dream myth.
Completely. It itemizes everything. Asbestos removal, liquor license hell, construction budgets just exploding.
It makes every ticket printer squawk feel like a panic attack. It's so immersive, almost disorienting sometimes, which I think leads perfectly into Carmy's own battles, right? With anxiety, perfectionism.
Yeah, definitely.
It feels like the show uses the kitchen sounds, the environment itself, to create this anxious atmosphere, like a psychological tool mirroring their internal states.
Absolutely. Carmy's PTSD from those high-pressure kitchens, it's rendered with almost clinical precision. You get those intrusive flashbacks.
Yeah.
The hyper-vigilant sound design where every little noise is amplified.
Yeah.
And that catastrophic perfectionism that just wrecks everything, even his potential relationship with Claire.
Right.
And, psychiatric commentators have pointed this out. They see Carmy as almost a textbook case of complex PTSD, maybe some obsessive-compulsive traits too.
But it avoids the cliches.
Totally. What's important is it avoids those easy on-screen therapy scenes. It mirrors reality in professional kitchens where, let's be honest, panic attacks might be more common than HR meetings.
And vulnerability is difficult.
Seasoned with shame, often, if it's shown at all.
And it raises such a critical question, I think, for maybe the millennial workforce, or anyone really, when your passion is your job, your pay slip.
What's left?
Exactly. What's left when burnout just torches everything?
Yeah.
You see Sydney's dream of a Michelin star crashing against Carmy's reality. For him, acclaim seems to come with dread.
That mantra, every second counts. It stops being motivational.
And becomes this existential threat.
Yeah. And this connects right back to the restaurant as a business. Uncle Jimmy's constant pressure, that sort of doomsday clock in season 4, profit or perish.
It hammers home the stakes.
It really does. It shows you how close triumph is to, well, insolvency, how it could all fall apart because of one bad gas line, one terrible review.
The characters carrying all this weight are just so incredibly richly drawn. Let's talk about them. Carmy first tattoos, trauma.
Yeah, down to the marrow, like you said.
What makes him so compelling?
Well, Carmy is this study in duality, isn't he? He's a culinary genius, but emotionally, he's a novice. Jeremy Allen White's performance is just phenomenal. Layering that chef bravado over sheer panic, it earned him the Golden Globe, the Emmy.
Deservedly.
And his leadership style swings wildly, Benevolent mentor 1 minute, absolute tyrant the next, which kind of mirrors the abuse he likely endured himself.
And then there's Sydney Adamu. Io Dabiri just imbues her with this, jackhammer ambition.
And that surgical palette.
Yes, she's cutting through so many barriers, gender, race, and an industry still dominated by white guys.
Absolutely. And her partnership with Carmy, it's less romance, more mirrored obsession.
That's a good way to put it. Two perfectionists, different trauma languages.
But unified by that hunger to create something transcendent.
Yeah. And we have to talk about Richie.
Oh, Richie. Season 2, Forks, instant classic.
Total redemption arc. It celebrates the dignity and hospitality, like finding self-respect through service.
Exactly. It perfectly embodies the show's argument that purpose, not title, is what can rescue someone who's lost.
And the whole ensemble just broadens the emotional temperature, doesn't it? Tina's late career bloom.
Marcus's pastry journey. Ibrahim's quiet strength.
Their chemistry turns even a simple staff meal into something almost sacred. It shows how chosen family can sometimes help heal old wounds.
Beyond the characters, though, the actual filmmaking, the narrative alchemy, is just exceptional.
How so? Give us some examples.
Okay, well, pacing and intensity. Think about Review, that season 1 episode. 18 minutes, single take.
Unbelievably stressful to watch.
Right. It uses that claustrophobic Steadicam to perfectly simulate a dinner rush meltdown. Cinematographers loved it. Anxiety therapists probably did too, for different reasons.
Right. And the dialogue.
So authentic. The writers lace every yes, chef with real Chicago slang, kitchen French. They nail that service industry gallows humor.
Feels very real.
And the visuals. The DP, Andrew Weed, his choice of camera and lenses, it creates this warm, almost hazy look. Shallow focus, steam, sweat blurring at the edges. It feels like a battlefield sometimes.
Draws you right in.
And finally, the sound. The sound design is incredible. Supervising mixer Steve Giammaria layers everything, clanging pans, printer chimes, those 90s alt-rock anthems.
He becomes his own sonic panic attack.
Precisely. It won Emmys for editing and mixing.
Yeah.
The sound is practically another character.
It really is. And okay, while the show is so meticulous about the food, the perfect Brunoise dice, the sanitation grades, the dishes always seem to mean something more, don't they? It's not just about the cooking.
No, not at all. Yeah. Absolutely not. The braised beef stands in for family legacy, right? That perfectly shaped sorbet, that's Sydney's ambition, her striving. Carmy's simple spaghetti marinara literally hides the money, the inheritance, that fuels the whole restaurant reinvention.
So food is metaphor.
Constantly. And real Chicago chefs have said, the show nails the industry realism, but it also reminds you that those fancy-tasting menus, they rarely reveal the emotional cost behind creating them.
And I think that's exactly why it resonates so widely. Far beyond just food TV, it hits these universal nerves.
Especially, I think, its relatability in our modern work culture, which often seems to valorize burnout.
It holds up a mirror, maybe a greasy one, but still a mirror.
Yeah, and it's got the critical acclaim to back it up. Those 21 Emmys, a record-breaking comedy in some ways, Golden Globes. It has real cultural clout now.
Definitely. It fuels so much conversation online, too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From Reddit debates about, is the trauma just realistic or slightly supernatural to actual therapists on podcasts analyzing Carmy's attachment style. It sparked a lot.
So as we wrap up our exploration here, it feels pretty clear the deeper meaning of The Bear is in how it refuses to, sugarcoat pain.
No easy answers, no sentimentality.
Right. By turning this neighborhood beef joint into this intense theater of grief, ambition, redemption, the series really articulates a modern condition, doesn't it? Hustling for excellence.
While quietly hemorrhaging well-being. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And as that season 4 finale, hands the keys to Sydney and pushes Carmy towards something uncertain.
Yeah.
A rebirth, maybe. You're left with a question that's as searing as any hot pan. Who are we, really, when the service lights go dark and the tickets stop printing?
The Bear has definitely secured its place. It's a powerful reminder that behind every seemingly perfect plate, there's a heart just still figuring out how to beat.
Well said.
Thank you for joining us for this exploration here at the Urban Herald. We really hope this deep dive leaves you with plenty to chew on.